Hello everybody, and welcome back to Eriador, for possibly the last time in this series. I am Raven Shadow, and I must confess that I'm not having fun with this campaign anymore. So basically, I'm going to try and make this a very quick episode, and then upload the save file on the Discord. No part of me looks forward to making these episodes anymore. But there are whole shit tons of things that I do look forward to. Most immediately, Dark Souls. I'm gonna see if I can have the first episode of a Dark Souls 2 playthrough up and running the same day this comes out. Oh, fucking chariots. Good, nobody liked him. They're just shredding our rangers. As are they. Fucking crap. The truth is that despite being overall probably an improvement, I don't think version 5 is very fun. It's extremely unbalanced, and it did nothing to improve the mid or late game periods. Third Age Total War has always been a mod where you expand slowly because of a whole lot of reasons. It's a huge map with a lot of space between settlements, and a lot of the units take a long time to recruit. The whole economic angle is just balanced toward a longer campaign. And in that longer campaign, I don't know why somebody decided that fending off horde after horde of enemy soldiers from every faction you're at war with would be fun. This mod does feel difficult, but it does not feel fair at all. If you're having a relatively easy time of things, then that's because it's not fair to the AI. If you're having a difficult time, that's because it's not fair to you, the player. Frankly, the ideal Total War setup would be one where the AI is smart but does not cheat. Unfortunately, we have the opposite in both situations. And there's only so much that the devs can do about how smart the AI is, but I don't feel that making it this spammy was the right solution. Every victory is meaningless, because no matter how many armies you crush, there's always another one. And while certain factions in Middle-earth are supposed to feel that way, namely the Orcish ones, the entire mod is basically balanced that way, where if you're the AI, then you have infinite resources and can keep going without end, and if you're the player, then you're at a severe disadvantage. And yeah, you could play on a lower difficulty setting, but medium difficulty for Medieval 2 is not standard. Very hard is standard for Medieval 2. Again, some of this is not the way the mod is set up, but the way the game is set up. But with that said, I don't feel like the mod, or at least this version of the mod, did a good job of rebalancing that. So, of course, there will be more DAC on this channel, but I'm thinking for my next campaign, I am definitely going to look into AGO and SUS. Because if what I hear is true, then they actually do some work to rebalance stuff. Unless something drastically changes, that next campaign will almost definitely be Snow Orcs, and after that, Dorwinion. Finally. But the next series I make is not gonna be Divide and Conquer, because as much as I love it, I need a break from it. My mental health is not what it was when I started this campaign.
victory here today.
See, if it was gonna take them another 15 turns to recruit an army that size, then I could feel really good about this sally. But who cares? They'll have 2 more armies twice that size in 10.
We shall engage.
I don't want to deal with all that shit. You can't make me. I'm probably not gonna hit the end turn button in this episode anyway.
Yes.
Yo, Captain Ozzy.
Always happy to deal with you, trusted friends.
Oh, good to know. How would you like to have your thingy back, your problems back?
How could we refuse such a generous offer?
I mean, it is full of barrow whites.
An honor and a pleasure. Farewell. Yes, my lord.
Sadly, however, it is not full of garrisons. So, yeah, we can take that on our own. I think. Probably. Hopefully. Well, or then again, maybe not. This is a terrible battlefield for us. It's great for them. If we can somehow snag this position, like that, but that requires them to maintain the high ground. Which, I mean, they might. Or they might come charging downhill to attack us. Like that. Perhaps. Yikes! Okay, I think they're just repositioning. I hope. Okay, almost in position. I am hopeful that this should be a relatively easy battle to edit, even though it's taken about 20 minutes to get in position thus far. Of course, the ballista is way behind because they haven't heard of pulling them with horses yet. That's what I think of your iron clowns. Well, there's our ballista ammo gone. Late game, everybody has siege equipment.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
I never said I was good at micro. In fact, I have repeatedly said the opposite. Of course, I think this is their captain, so if we kill him, that would be neat. They appear to have broken our center, however, because that was the Breland militia. Surprise, surprise. Eh, we got him.
Only half our force remains. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Well, it's a dead army and we're not after ransom money.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
How many times have I said it? I'm terrible at micro. I feel like if we just kind of
With honor.
stand here and let Bree call us in to help defend them, like that alone should theoretically tip the scale in their favor. If I were going to continue this campaign... Oh, wait, hang on. There we go. If I were going to continue this campaign, I would want to liberate Mitchell Delving, or Michel Delving, or... not really sure how you're supposed to pronounce that, but I would want to liberate it, give it back to Bree, and if I had any army left after that, I would push on to Anuminos and Deadman's Dyke. With that said, however, I don't feel like it would be worth it. The dwarves have these armies out here. They're not going to do anything with them. They've got these armies in here. They're not going to do anything with those either. The High Elves are screwed at both ends. Angmar is everywhere. And the Blue Dwarves aren't doing shit about it. All the evil factions are doing awesome, Edoras is on its last legs, and Enedwythe is still sitting smug. Getting Aragorn through Dunland, through Isengard, all the way down to Edoras, just sounds like a pain in the neck. Granted, we're not at war with Isengard. Yet. Or Mordor. Yet. But it doesn't feel worth it. Sure, the goblins only have 3 more settlements left, but, like, the dwarves aren't gonna take them. We can't take them while we're under siege. Even with only 3 settlements to our 8. They can still outspam us, outspend us, outnumber us to an ungodly extent. The campaign just isn't fun anymore. At this point, the evil factions have basically won, even if we do destroy Mordor. And like, would it be possible to come back from that? Sure it would. I'm sure some or maybe even a lot of you could. I'm pretty sure even I probably could. But it would take so long, and I wouldn't enjoy it, and there are so many other things I want to get to. So yeah, for those reasons, I am suspending this campaign, putting it on indefinite hold. The save file will be available on the Discord if you wish to prove to me just how doable it is, but personally, I just don't care enough anymore. I'm ready to play Dark Souls, and there's probably a link on screen about now to the first video in that series. So check it out if you're a Dark Souls fan, and otherwise, I'll see you in Gundabad eventually, and until then, play well.